Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we're just going to have a look at the tournament. So this can be found in your Guild v Guild stuff. So click on the tournament option, usually highlighted in red if there is one available and you've not completed it. And the whole purpose of this is to get as many wins with as many of your teams as possible. So as you can see, this Krenom here is number one currently with 90 wins. Now this will be different every or for all of your different war zones, or not war zones, but yeah, different parts within or different Guild v Guild clashes, whatever you want to call it. It will be exclusive to your room that you're in. So as you can see, Krenom number one with 90 wins. And then below that, you've got Ark with 78 wins and Signa with 75 wins. So I'm hoping to get 88 wins as a bare minimum for this one. And the reason for that, if we have a look, there are different challenges. So as you can see, loads of different challenges all the way through here. Completed the majority of them. However, really looking to participate in 500 fights, which we will do, so long as we are successful in at least 60 of our matches, which I suspect we will. We also get this one for free, participate in the tournament 6 times. So as soon as I click start challenge, we will get that secured and win 500 times in the tournament, which is why I want to get 88 wins. As you can see, I'm on 412 at the moment, so really I could do with 88 wins or above, which would put me at second place within here. So not a small order or a short order, but once we get these in place, I believe I'll be able to get one of these tickets. So we are looking to go even further beyond, up to 700, 800. Really, we're looking to get to 800 points in this. And the reason for that is because we get this artifact. So it's the only way to obtain this artifact, this PvP artifact, and it is a very powerful artifact indeed. So it allows for you to stun all of your enemies in round 1. Or for the duration of round 1, which means that you get a significant advantage if you use this particular artifact. But again, we'll just see. So these are the team setups that I'm going for. I have gone for all standard team setups. So let me just adjust teams before we begin battle. First team, I'm running Mystifiers, and I'm running Monarch Mystifiers as well with Gaia and Tsukiyomi. Another variant of this, you would take out Talos, Dullahan and Astrid. You would put in your 2 strikers, in Catherine and Mulan, and you would also pop Emily in there as well. And the reason that you'd pop Emily in there is because if you have her exclusive runes, she applies 5 stacks of corrode at the start of battle, which gives you an additional 5 stacks of corrode on your enemies, which means that you get up to 50 stacks with Gaia's passive, the Genesis Glow passive, much faster than you normally would. It usually takes to round 2, round 3 with this team to get you up to 50 stacks. But if you do have Emily on the team, say I was to take out Astrid, we would get those additional stacks in. Very, very strong, I think, personally. But again, we'll just have to see. So the positioning of the units is also quite important as well. As you can see, you've got Dullahan and Talos here on the front row. They are my energy generation. So I've got maxed out energy on positions 1, 2 and 5. And then we do have for positions 3 and positions 4, we have 5 out of 5 for our Grace of Hunters, Grace of Shadows, damage and damage reduction as well. The reason that I've gone for Tsukiyomi in this particular position is because of the energy increase as well. What you can do is you can have Gaia in this position and potentially Astrid in this position as well, because you want to maximize your energy generation. But I think Gaia for me will do the most damage, so we're going to rely on her damage in order to secure victory. Second team, we do have Victoria, Macaria and Pandora as our monarchs on our Valianters team. I was running Atrops in this spot, but it just turns out that we were taking too much damage too quickly, and we were effectively getting one shot. I've got Hades in here for the steal primarily, but he is quite good removing bind. So if you come up against an enemy Karnak with exclusive runes, then you may need to use Hades' abilities to remove bind. Plus, you've got Elma as well, who is Elma the Undying. I was running a team of all Phantoms last season, or all Phantoms and Hades and one other unit as well for Valianters. And I found that worked very well so long as you had all of the proofs, which I do not currently this season. And I'm not really looking to invest too much in them. But again, we'll see. Relics, very standard. And then we do have the 300% attack for Valianters as well. Next team, of course, got to run Leviathan. So we've got Leviathan, Halissa, and Merlin. And we have Arthur and Dahlia as well. Realistically, you want to run Arthur on a team of all Celestials. Very, very important that you run Arthur on a team of all Celestials, but as it stands, Halissa, Leviathan and Merlin are currently the strongest 3 units within, or combination of units within the Doomsday synergies, and that's because of the Monarch synergy. So all 3 of them are Monarchs. As you can see, we don't have any Deviants on the team, or any other Deviants on the team for Leviathan to pair with, but the only spot that we can replace a Deviant with is with Dahlia, and we don't want to do that because Arthur does rely reasonably heavily on Celestial units. Now, in case you don't realise, or you don't know, because you've not got him up that high, his Oath Force at the start, the stat increase of the Celestial synergy is raised by 30% in every 50 instances of Arthur's King's Crown trigger, the Purification and Dispel effect of the Celestial synergy. So every time you reflect 50 debuffs, or you reflect 50 debuffs back to the enemy, you will also trigger a Purification, which is really, really strong, especially when you want to trigger Hindrance. And my Dahlia can trigger Hindrance with her exclusive runes as well. So that's the breakdown for that team. You've got a very standard Ethereal's team. You've got Eudora, Elisha, Karnak, and then Wukong and Eloin thrown in there as well. I do have exclusive runes for all of these units. Wukong doesn't have his equipped, which I think might be a problem. I think I changed them up. So let me go ahead and change that right now. And we'll just go ahead and check. So go ahead, change. Where are you? Here you are. And who are you attached to? Pandora. There we go. So we'll go ahead and change these. Get Wukong's exclusive runes back, which I think is the reason that this team lost last time. It's because I didn't have those exclusive runes equipped for Wukong. He is now unrestrained. Very, very good. I do enjoy his runes. After triggering the swap effect, Wukong has 33% chance to copy the buffs of the ally he swapped positions with. So, again, very, very powerful in this particular team. Relics, I've gone for the Maw, I've gone for the Gourd, and I've gone for the Scales as well. And we do have a 2-star 300% attack increase for Ethereals as our artifact. Now, on Team 5, I've gone for Glorians. I've gone with Audrey, Cleopatra as our Monarchs. And then I've got Wu for the damage reduction and the stealing of other units. I've gone for Chang for all of that big damage and Seraphina to buff our team up as high as we possibly can go. I think that I'm going to swap Seraphina around with Cleopatra. It's not going to matter too much, but we also have to take into consideration the positioning. The reason that I don't take into consideration the positioning for the Ethereal's team, it's because of the Gourd. The Gourd will just switch positions randomly, so we've got no real option when it comes to Team 4. But Team 5, we've got Audrey, we've got Seraphina and Cleopatra, who will be generating us energy. We've got Chang and Wu Zetian, who will have the damage buffs as well. And then finally, just first things first, I've got Banner, Shield and Cauldron as my relics, and I do have, lo and behold, at the start of battle, apply stun to all enemies for 1 round, which gives Seraphina the chance to get her ultimate off, which in turn allows us to become much, much stronger and gain that advantage over our enemies. And so far, it's worked out a treat. I do enjoy this team very much. And finally, number 6 is my Avengers team. So as you can see, I've gone for all of the faction synergies per team. I've not mixed and matched. I don't think this season is the season for mixing and matching. The reason that it became so popular in previous seasons is because the different synergies had different effects. So for example, the Glorians had Grace of Hunters, Ethereals had Grace of Shadows, so you really wanted to prioritize those two before anything else and getting proof of those two. So you would basically have 2 Ethereals or 2 Glorians on each of your teams. This season, not so much, because the proofs are separate, and I think that's a very good thing for the health of the game. The proofs are separate, so you can just focus on your primary faction synergies. So we do have Janna and Althea as our phantoms. We have Mavis, who is technically not a phantom, but she does revive much more than our phantoms, believe it or not. But she is a monarch, and that is to pair with Aphrodite as well. And then Hecate does not have a partner in particular, but does link up very well with the rest of the team. So we've got our 2 Celestials in Althea and Aphrodite, and Hecate and Janna are our deviants on this team. I've gone for Spear, Sphere, and Hand of Tyr as well, only because it rhymes. Just joking. It's because it's a very powerful combination. Spear will increase our shields and our attack. The Sphere will increase our HP when an enemy dies or when a unit dies, which is very, very popular for this Avengers mechanic. And we have the protection from Hand of Tyr as well. And finally, I've gone for the first 3 rounds of battle, all allies take 50% less damage. The reason for that is because you are very, very vulnerable with Avengers in the first 2 to 3 rounds, specifically because you haven't had time to build up your shields, and because you do want Aphrodite to survive for as long as possible. Now, the reason that Aphrodite is in this position, I think what I'm going to do is change this round so Hecate can go up here, and where have you gone? Hecate can go up there, and Aphrodite can go here as well. The reason that I had Hecate in this 5th position is because I was using the fan, this fan right here, but I've recently unlocked another artifact which has gone much better for Valianters. Enhances position 5 at the start of battle. The hero in position 5 additionally gains 300% attack. So having Aphrodite in this position with the fan proved to be very, very effective because she was just ultimating all the time. But for now, we've gone for takes 50% less damage because we do want to survive for those early rounds as well. It just makes it a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and save. That is the team lineup. I'm going to start challenge, just jump in and see how far we get. Now, it is a bit of RNG, honestly. It depends on who you go up against. As you can see in the early rounds, we do start out against relatively low-powered opponents. You've got people at 10,000, no, 1,000 attack, which again is okay, but it's nowhere near our power level at the moment. What we are looking for specifically is more than 5 wins per team, and we want to get to round 3 so we without losing any teams as well. So it looks like we're successful so far. We will start to lose teams probably around the 8 or 9 mark. That's when it starts to get really quite tough, and as you can see, no health lost so far, but again, it's because these teams are much weaker. What we're going to do, we're not going to choose Cure, we're not going to choose Rebirth because we've got no fallen teams, so we are going to choose HP Boost. The more times you can choose this button option, the better it will be for you. So in the last one, I only got to 85, something like that, 85 wins, but it's because all of those bottom options that came up for me were reduced crit damage, or something like that, and it wasn't great, if I'm honest. So now we started to get into the tougher opponents. As you can see, we started out at 1,000 enemy power up here, and now we're down to 11,000 enemy power down here, so it's going to start to get much tougher from this point onwards. I suspect so anyway. So we are up to the 5 wins for each team. That will put us at 30 wins so far. We still need another 50 wins though. And there are 18 rounds to go. So current rank, I believe, is 57, but we'll check that out in just a second. So we are up to our 6 wins, and we've not lost any health so far. I think that's a good sign. Oh, we have lost Hecate though, unfortunately. So as you can see, total wins 36, top win streak 6, current rank 39, available rewards is 36. So what we'll do, we'll power through. We can choose a fallen team to revive its heroes. We don't have that. All surviving heroes restore 50% HP or increase crit rate by 4%. I'm going to increase crit rate by 4% because we don't need to revive anybody and we don't need any healing so far. As you can see, we are being picked off slowly. Yeah, that Doom's team is going down. But as I said, we are starting to get into quite dangerous territory now. So the more wins we can get here, the better it will be. So we're on 8 wins, legendary 8 wins. Another 8 wins. Oh, we were close on that. That Doom's team. Then that was a tough fight. And I suspect I will need to revive this Doom's team in a minute. I don't think Dahlia is going to be able to solo anybody, unfortunately, without a partner to switch with. But we'll just go ahead and see. So I think, yeah. So we still lost Talos. We are slowly losing our Valianters as well. The Ethereal's still going strong, and we did lose Wu in... Oh, not Wu. What's her name? It'll come to me in a minute. But we seem to be on track. We just need one more round, and then we can... Oh, no. In fact, let's choose a fallen team to revive its heroes, and let's go ahead and revive our Dooms so we get back up to full health with them. I suspect we're going to lose... our Valianters next. I think that's the way of things, unfortunately. So as you can see, we're up to 10 wins with the majority of teams. So that will be 6 times 10. That's 60. So total wins 59. Unfortunate, but is what it is. Current rank 16. So we'll keep going. And after 2 more rounds, we'll be able to revive our... I suspect we'll have to revive our Valianters. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Karnak goes down. That is a big loss. That is a big loss. That means no healing on our Ethereal's team. We'll see. So after this round, we're either going to lose our Valianters or we're going to lose our... Oh, we didn't lose our... yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so we did lose our Ethereals, but after this round, we can go ahead and revive them as well. So let's go ahead, choose our reward. So we're going to choose to revive fallen heroes. Let's go ahead, revive our Ethereal's team, and let's power through and see if we can't get to that 18 wins. So I'm just going to move myself over here so we can see the outcome. And again, Ethereal's team going down, but we do keep coming up against Avengers. That is something to take into consideration. Avengers with enemy Aphrodite, just going to be, sometimes it's going to be too strong. Just going to be far too strong. So we do get our wins with the rest of our teams here. Dahlia, Dahlia again surviving through like a proper champ. So we're up to 81 wins at the moment. Current win streak is 14 wins. We'll just see how far we can actually take this, because now we are getting into very deep water. And Dahlia won that one. Flipping heck. I don't get how she's doing it. But she's doing it. Current rank is 2, so we do need 4 more wins in order to get to rank 1. Let's go ahead and choose a team. Let's go ahead and revive our Ethereals again. Oof. Not good, but we do get Mystifiers absolutely fine. Valianters seem to be working very well. Even Dahlia getting in there. Flipping heck. Very strong. And yeah, so all of our teams got the win there. So we got up to 92 wins. We got up to 16 wins so far. So that's 17. That means we've got 1 more round to go. Hopefully, Dahlia pulls it out the bag again. Oh my goodness, how is she winning? That is mental. So we're going to go ahead and we can't revive anybody. So we're going to restore all heroes by 50%. And just power through. So we do get 18 wins here. We get 18 wins here with our Valianters. We get 9 wins with our... Oh, so that's what it does. Right, okay. Sorry, my apologies. I didn't realise it did that. What I mean by that is I didn't realise that we revive all of our fallen teammates with that 50% HP thing. I did not realise that was a thing. But it looks like total wins 104, top streak of 18, current rank is number 1. So it looks like the teams that we've got have done the business, and we did get to our... Did we get to our 88 wins? We did. So we got 500 wins in the tournament, and we've got 500 fights in the tournament. We also have participated in the tournament 6 times. Do we get our ticket? No. No, we don't. So we're going to need to wait for another tournament to pop back round. So we're fighting the tournament 600 times. We just need 50 more fights. And we do need another 84 wins as well as participating in the next tournament. Next tournament is in 2 days' time. Yep, 2 days, 6 hours. So it looks like we got to the top this time. It is what it is. We'll just see how well we do. Just a quick tip from me. What I do is I tend to save this tournament action until close to the last day. Close to the last day of this tournament, so round ends 2 days. What you really want to do is save it up until the very last time. The reason for that is because you'll have more chance to build up. Say, for example, if you do it 3 days earlier, then you won't have leveled up nearly as much. Your stats won't be as high, your hope tree won't be as high, and your seraphic quartz won't be as far as well. So just something to keep in mind. And as we obtain another Azure bead, that's not bad at all. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed your time here, and you have a great day.